What's up, my dudeskies? How you boys doing? We got the new update patch 2.92 for MX vs. ATV All Out. I'm on the Steam page right now looking at exactly what it says on this real quick, then we'll go in there. So, obviously, this came out October 29th. So, yeah, pretty recent update here. So, the main thing is the new Ironman Raceway 2019, which they already had the 2018 replica in there, but they just basically threw in another the most modern year version of the Ironman instead of the 2018 one, but you can still go back and play on the 2018 one. So now you've got the 2018 and 2019 Ironman Raceway, and they added a 2019 AMA Pro Motocross Championship Series. Okay, that can be a little confusing if you see that and you might think, holy shit, is that like a bunch of new tracks? No, it's actually not. That's just, it's a series. So they made it to where you can actually do like a AMA Pro Motocross series on the Pro Motocross replica tracks in the game. You know what I'm saying? So then they have small performance improvements, improved AI behavior and skill. That's interesting. And then bug fixes and improvements, general AI improvements, camera improvements, rider no longer falls off vehicles or disappears when changing vehicles, various bug fixes. So, yeah, not a whole lot here. I mean, not like, oh my God, this is a crazy update or anything, but cool to see the 2019 Ironman track. The championship series kind of cool. We'll go in there and check that out here in a minute. And then small performance improvements, and then the AI behavior and skill. So that's interesting. Camera improvements. Interesting. So just a couple little things. Nothing big. Just a little something, little more to give to you. And yeah. So let's go check it out. Okay, so it's an actual whole full-blown series that you can do here. What the hell is that? I don't know. 450 Nationals, that's just in the game standardly. I don't have enough of the little cup things to get it. Okay, but this is the AMA Pro. See, there's already a Pro Moto, or what do they call it? There's a 450 Pro National series in the game, but this is a 2019 AMA Pro Motocross Series. So it's taking you through just the replica tracks, right? Let's get this up to like hard difficulty. I don't fucking play this game that much, so you're gonna have to bear with me a little bit. No practice, no qualifying. We're a savage. We ain't got time for that shit. Yo, like literally on all these games, I go in there. Let's just do 3 laps. Oh shit. Okay. So you start off at Redbud. Interesting. So, as you guys know, they don't have every single track, every single replica track in the game. They have a lot of them, but not all of them. Like, there's no Hangtown, there's no fucking... See, this even goes to Loretta's. So this is like a little bit different than a standard AMA Pro Motocross Championship, right? It's not every single round and you're going to Loretta's, but still pretty badass. So either way, let's get in here on this first round. I'm going to run like maybe 1 or 2 races, just kind of talk about this a little bit. We'll check out that AI improvement or whatever. So what I was talking about though, isn't it funny? Like, does any of you guys go in there and, like on the official Monceu Supercross games and shit, and it's like, do you want to qualify? Do you want to do all this? It's just like, no, main event time. I can't even pick my gate. Fucking sick. It's like, I always skip all that stuff, dude. All the like qualifying and I just want to get to the actual race. Yeah. If you know what I'm saying. But either way. Okay. So, interesting how... You know kind of how they have the little custom shit. I need to do that in a whole separate video. I need to not even go down that rabbit hole in this one. I need to do that all in a different video, but either way. Dude, I'm like just so fucking hyped up for the next MX vs. ATV. It's not even funny. Like, talking about potential, talking about high hopes, we definitely gonna see in that next MX vs. ATV. You know what I'm saying? Spency. Could be my rapper name. Lil Spency. You know what I'm saying? Lil Spency, man, slaps with the bass. I'm like so excited about that next MX vs. ATV because it's, All Out was like a stepping stone. It was like a step up to the fucking, let's get these MX vs. ATV games back to the legendary status that they used to have, you know? So it was kind of like that. Have they made, it almost feels like they've made some bike changes at some point. I haven't really looked at all the updates in a little while on this, so maybe they have made some more. It just feels like I'm more grounded. And I know they've been improving on that over time, but even since the last time I played it, it even still feels more grounded and like more connected to the ground, not so much bouncy weirdness that, you know, a lot of people complain about on MX vs. ATV. Just drinking a Coors Light in the stands with the fans. Don't worry, boys. Oh, shit. Got me a Villa Light out here, dog. Yeah, see, what the fuck is that? MX vs. ATV. I wreck in the corner. It spawns me at the bottom of Laraco's Leap, and I still make it. I still make it. What? That jump right there certainly should have been more of a, you had to get the speed in the corner and carry the momentum to be able to hit it. And even on the 450, like, I don't really feel like it's right to be able to hit Laraco's Leap on a 125 every lap like it's nothing, which you can basically do in this game. I feel like it needed to be a little bit longer distance-wise. And that's when it starts getting really deep into the physics of a motocross game and, like, the skill of a motocross game and the deepness to the physics. When you start talking about, like, actual momentum swings and like how the game carries momentum and how the skill gap like creates or loses momentum, and it gets really fucking deep when you start really getting into that, and a lot of games don't really capture it at all, like that real having to have momentum, you know, like on Reflex. If you don't have momentum, you can't hardly even play that game. There's no extra little seat bounce button in the game. There's no like easy trick, flip, kick flip over a jump. Like there's none of that. You just have to be able to be fast around the track, be able to carry momentum, be able to lean properly, be able to seat bounce, but not a seat bounce button, right? There's a big difference in that. And being able to do all that, sliding off my corners here a little bit. Get back on that track, man. All right. So that's a big part to it. But it's just so, like, when you start really thinking about, like, physics and how skill gaps work in motocross games, it gets, like, stupidly deep. And that's what makes MX Simulator so impressive on how JLV was able to create that kind of skill gap, because that's like, oh my God, on another level of having to have momentum and having to be able to seat bounce without an actual real seat bounce button. There is a seat bounce button in a MX Sim, but it's so fucking minute, like it's not really even doing anything. You get all your skill and like how you're able to hit rhythms and hit jumps comes from the corners. So then you have to string things together. You know, you can't just wreck at the bottom of a jump and then all of a sudden still be able to hit the jump, or come to a complete stop before a jump and still be able to hit a jump. I mean, it's just a whole nother fucking level. And Reflex also reminds me a lot of that as well. You know, I'm not just talking about simulators here. I mean, especially with the 360 version of Reflex, there is such a momentum swing game to that, and being able to carry speed is like basically the entire game. And there's a lot of these, you know, newer motocross games where there's not really even any sort of speed carrying effect, or I don't know. It's just really hard to explain that if you don't really understand like deepness of motocross games and shit. It's like literally, you may think you understand that, but you really don't. Like, because you've got to have played, you know, Reflex or MX Simulator just an absolute astronomical amount to even understand what the hell I'm talking about. Because most of these other games don't even really, they have it a little bit. They have the momentum swing filling in them a little bit and shit, but it's not really to the level that I'm talking about here with some of these other games. So either way, now you got the championships. Let me just fucking do a little whistle action, a little bit of do a little fucking Andy Griffith action, but either way, so new update, just went and read through some of the shit, and that's about all there is to it. So how many more updates will we see for All Out before the next game? I don't know. I'm kind of thinking not a whole lot more. I'm kind of thinking this was the final hoorah, the kind of final shebang as far as the DLC and all that, putting this replica motocross DLC in it. That was kind of the final, like, all right, we're going out with a bang here. But the next game better watch out. Better watch out. That's all I got to say. That next MX versus ATV is really going to be one to look out for because it's got all the potential in the world. I mean, look at how far we've came from MX versus ATV Supercross to where we are now. Like, we've came quite a ways, boys, in a lot of different ways. And it's been a big stepping stone. It's weird because we're kind of like backstepping in a way because we used to have the amazing game like Reflex and Alive was okay. And then, obviously you had Unleashed and Untamed, which were legendary. But it's like kind of like we're backstepping in a way. We're trying to get back to that good MX versus ATV that we used to have. But I certainly think we're getting there. But like with All Out, is this game like crazy amazing? Oh my God, the end all be all? Hell no. No, it's not that. But what it is a stepping stone to that. So the next game, never know. She got big-ass potential. But either way, appreciate you guys watching all the videos. Have a good day. Later, my dudes.